If you're a fan of celebrity drama, then you need to hear what's been going down in the world of John Travolta. This story has everything: Hollywood glitz, internet outrage, and a twist that nobody saw coming. So, buckle up, because we're about to dive into one of the wildest celebrity misunderstandings of the year. It's a tale that proves just how quickly the internet can turn a single image into a global talking point, and how even the most famous stars aren't immune to the power of viral rumors. Whether you're a die-hard Travolta fan or just love a good Hollywood mystery, this is one story you won't want to miss. It all started when a single photo, supposedly snapped inside Travolta's luxurious Florida mansion, made its way onto the internet. The image showed what looked like a chaotic, cluttered room, far from the pristine, magazine-ready homes we're used to seeing from A-list stars. Within hours, the photo was everywhere, spreading like wildfire across social media platforms, gossip blogs, and even mainstream news outlets. The speed at which the image traveled was almost unbelievable. One moment, it was a blurry upload on a niche forum, and the next, it was the headline on every major entertainment site. People love a scandal, and this photo seemed to offer a rare, unfiltered glimpse into the private life of a Hollywood legend. The reactions were instant and intense. People couldn't believe their eyes. "Is this really how John Travolta lives?" they asked. Some were genuinely concerned, while others were quick to judge, calling the space gross, disgusting, and unbelievably messy. The internet, as usual, wasted no time in turning the situation into a full-blown spectacle. Jokes flew, and memes started popping up left and right. It was as if the world had been waiting for a reason to poke fun at a celebrity, and this photo was the perfect target. Even people who had never seen a John Travolta movie suddenly had an opinion about his housekeeping skills. It was as if the world had collectively decided that John Travolta, the star of Grease and Pulp Fiction, was secretly living in a disaster zone. People were tagging their friends, sharing the photo, and asking, "Doesn't he have like 10 cleaners on staff?" The memes were relentless. Some compared the room to a haunted house. Others joked that it looked like the set of a post-apocalyptic movie. The creativity of the internet was on full display, with people photoshopping Travolta into scenes from horror films, or adding cartoon cockroaches and piles of trash to the image. It became a running joke, with late-night hosts and influencers chiming in, each trying to outdo the last with their witty takes. Memes and social posts exploded overnight. People were acting like they'd just seen the inside of a haunted house, except with more airplane parts. But here's the thing, nobody bothered to ask what the room actually was. Instead, the internet ran wild with assumptions, and the story kept growing bigger and more outrageous by the minute. It's a classic case of the internet's tendency to jump to conclusions, fueled by a mix of curiosity, schadenfreude, and the irresistible urge to be part of the latest viral moment. The more people speculated, the more the story spiraled out of control, with wild theories about Travolta's personal life, his mental state, and even his finances. The truth, as it turns out, was hiding in plain sight. While the internet was busy roasting Travolta for his supposed mess, nobody stopped to consider that maybe, just maybe, there was more to the story. The room in question was filled with airplane parts, tools, and equipment, hardly the kind of clutter you'd expect in a living room, but in the rush to judge, those details were overlooked. It's a reminder of how quickly we can misinterpret what we see online, especially when it comes to the lives of celebrities. The internet loves a scandal, but it rarely pauses to check the facts. But here's where it gets good. Travolta finally spoke up, and let's just say he shut the haters down with one word: practicality. After days of wild speculation, he decided enough was enough. He knew that if he didn't address the rumors head-on, the story would only get bigger. So, he took control of the narrative in the most Travolta way possible, with honesty, humor, and a touch of that signature charm. After days of speculation and online chaos, John Travolta decided it was time to set the record straight. In a candid interview, he addressed the viral photo head-on. He explained that the so-called messy room wasn't his living room or even a part of his main house. In fact, it wasn't a living space at all. Travolta didn't shy away from the controversy. Instead, he leaned into it, using the opportunity to share a side of himself that most fans had never seen before. He talked about his love of aviation, his hands-on approach to maintaining his planes, and the satisfaction he gets from working in his hangar. Turns out, that disgusting room was actually his airplane hangar, not his living room. Travolta's a licensed pilot, and that space is for his planes and equipment. Think of it as a giant, very expensive garage. For years, Travolta has been passionate about aviation. He owns several planes and even has a runway right on his property. The hangar is where he stores his aircraft, tools, and all the gear that comes with being a serious pilot. So, yes, it's cluttered, but it's the kind of clutter you'd expect from someone who spends as much time flying as he does acting. In fact, for Travolta, the hangar is a place of creativity and focus, a sanctuary where he can escape the pressures of Hollywood and immerse himself in his true passion. The hangar is more than just a storage space. It's a reflection of Travolta's lifelong dedication to aviation. He's not just a celebrity who dabbles in flying, he's a fully licensed pilot with thousands of hours in the cockpit. His collection of planes is legendary, ranging from vintage warbirds to sleek modern jets. The hangar is where he tinkers with engines, plans cross-country flights, and shares his love of flying with friends and family. It's a working space, not a showroom, and that's exactly how Travolta likes it. He's never been one to put on airs or pretend to be something he's not. For him, the hangar is a place to get his hands dirty, solve problems, and pursue his dreams. He even said, "It's not about luxury, it's about practicality." In a world where celebrities are often criticized for their excess, Travolta's approach is refreshingly down to earth. He doesn't care about impressing people with spotless floors or designer furniture. What matters to him is having a space that works, a place where he can be himself, surrounded by the things he loves. It's a philosophy that extends beyond the hangar, shaping the way he lives his life and approaches his career. Travolta explained, "People see a mess, but I see a workspace. This is where I maintain my planes, plan my flights, and keep everything I need close at hand." It's not about showing off or living in luxury. It's about having a space that works for me and my passion. And honestly, that's a lot more relatable than I expected from a Hollywood legend. In fact, Travolta's words struck a chord with people from all walks of life. Suddenly, the conversation shifted from judgment to admiration. Fans and even some former critics began to see the photo in a new light, not as evidence of sloppiness, but as a testament to hard work and dedication. The internet's reaction was almost immediate. Once fans realized the truth, the tone shifted completely. People started praising Travolta for being down to earth and for following his passion, even if it meant having a less than perfect space. Comments flooded in, saying things like, "Respect for keeping it real," and "He's just like us but with cooler toys." The story became a rallying point for anyone who's ever been misunderstood or unfairly judged based on appearances. Travolta's honesty inspired others to share their own stories of messy garages, cluttered workshops, and creative chaos. It was a rare moment of unity in a world that's often quick to criticize. Fans did a total 180, praising him for keeping it real and chasing his passion. The story became less about a messy room and more about a celebrity who isn't afraid to be himself, no matter what the internet thinks. Travolta's willingness to embrace his quirks and share his true self resonated with people in a way that few celebrity stories do. It was a reminder that authenticity is more powerful than perfection, and that sometimes the things we're most embarrassed about are the very things that make us unique. Travolta's story is a reminder that sometimes what looks like chaos from the outside is actually just someone's dream in progress. His hangar isn't a mess, it's a testament to years of hard work, dedication, and a lifelong love of flying. And honestly, isn't that what we should be celebrating? In a world obsessed with appearances, Travolta's story is a breath of fresh air. It challenges us to look beyond the surface and appreciate the passion, effort, and creativity that go into building a life worth living. Whether you're a pilot, an artist, or just someone with a messy garage, there's something inspiring about seeing a Hollywood icon embrace his true self. So, next time you judge a celeb's mess, remember, sometimes it's just a runway for their dreams. Before you jump to conclusions, maybe ask yourself, what's really going on behind the scenes? Because in Hollywood, things are rarely as simple as they seem. The next viral photo could be hiding a story of passion, perseverance, and personal growth. And who knows, maybe the mess you see today is the foundation of tomorrow's success. If you love stories that go beyond the headlines and reveal the real lives of your favorite stars, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more Hollywood hot takes. We'll keep bringing you the truth behind the drama, one viral photo at a time. And remember, the next time you see a celebrity trending for all the wrong reasons, there might just be a fascinating story waiting to be uncovered. Stay curious, stay kind, and keep looking for the real story behind the glitz and glamour.